Hi guys, this is Alex from Team SodaKan, and today I want to show you something I've been tinkering around a little bit with, and that is the UlforceVeedramon Zero deck. So yeah, let's just get into it here. I start with the babies. We'll play 4 of the BT2 Digimon. This is the guy where when one of your Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, you get an extra 1000 DP for the turn. And then I play 1 of the structure deck Digimon. This guy is, if you got 8 or more cards in your hand, this Digimon gets an extra 1000 DP. It's just helping you hit those numbers and helping potentially swing over some bigger stuff. Getting into the rookies. This is basically all V-Mons in here. There's 1 rookie that's not V-Mons. So, starting off, we'll do 4 of the BT2 V-Mon. This is the guy with the inheritable of when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, you trigger draw 1. So that just, helping cycle through your deck a little bit. And then I play 3 of the BT3 V-Mon. This is the guy with jamming that's been around for quite a while. He's really good. Then I play 3 of the V-Mon from EX1. This guy has the inheritable of when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, you get a memory. So you do a lot of unsuspending with this deck, so that comes up quite a bit. So those are all the V-Mons, and then the only non-V-Mon rookies that I'm running are 3 of the Dracomon from the starter deck. This guy is on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Dramon in its name from among them to your hand, and then put the rest at the bottom of your deck. So, this will pick up pretty much everything Digimon wise that is level 4 or higher, because except for Lobomon, everything's got Dramon in its name. So getting into the level 4s, we play 2 of the BT1 V-Dramon. This guy has when attacking, if you got a Tamer in play, unsuspend him, and then inheritable, which is the main reason I play him. He's got, while you have a blue Tamer in play, you get an extra 1000 DP. So again, he's just helping hit those extra numbers. You don't ever really trigger off his when attacking thing, because I don't really swing with him all that much. But it is available, and he will trigger off some of the other inheritable effects. And then we go into... I play 3 of the V-Dramon from the structure deck. This guy has the inheritable of if you got 8 or more cards in your hand, you can return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand, and then trash all of the Digivolution sources of that Digimon. Maintaining an 8-card hand in this deck, I've noticed, can be a little iffy sometimes. I'm still working on some of the kinks on this. I just wanted to get it out to you guys. But that comes in really nice because, you're returning the memory blockers, you're returning like stuff like Bokomon and stuff like that. So that does come up a little bit more than you'd think it would, and can be rather helpful to be bouncing stuff like that. Then next I play the BT2 V-Dramon. This guy is the one where while you got a blue Tamer in play, he gains jamming. Jamming is just super good, and so I like having lots of jamming stuff in my blue decks. And then to round out all my level 4s, I just play 2 Lobomon. I think at this point everybody's probably familiar with Lobo for game, so he just helps close stuff out, or if you're really in a pinch and you just need to get up a little bit higher, evolving onto a Tamer that's been sitting out there for a couple turns is never a bad thing either. Alright, So that's all my level 4s. Moving into the level 5s here. I play 4 of the V-Dramon from the starter deck. This guy's got jamming, and then he's got the inheritable of, while you've got 8 or more cards in your hand, you get an extra security attack. So, he's just a really good solid card, both with the jamming effect and the extra security effect, so can't complain about him at all. And then we're moving on to my other level 5, which is the brand new promo V-Dramon Zero. This guy has a when digivolving effect, you trash the top 3 cards of your deck. That is a mandatory effect, you have to do that. And then, if you've got a Tamer in play, this Digimon gets plus 3k, putting him at 10k. That Tamer does not have to be a blue Tamer. You just have to have a Tamer out. And then his inheritable is you can place 3 non-digi-egg cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck, and he gains a extra 2k. So, with the whole non-digi-egg thing, you can put options back. You can put Tamers back. It's literally just you can't put eggs back. So that's a really good way of recycling option cards for those lovely one-of option cards that we're restricted with. You guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, moving into level 6s here. I play 4 of the new UlforceVeedramon Zero. This guy, he is when digivolving, you can place 3 non-digi-egg cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in order to unsuspend him and one of your Tamers. And then he's got a once per turn, when a card is returned from your trash to your deck, you gain a memory. So basically, if you evolve him on top of the V-Dramon Zero, you're just cycling back those cards that you trashed back into him to get all his effects off, to gain that memory, unsuspend stuff. So he comes in really nice. Or if you evolving him on top of the regular V-Dramon, you're swinging, getting that jamming, and then evolving into him, being able to get that unsuspend. So he comes in really handy. And then I'm playing 2 of the BT2 UlforceVeedramon. This guy is, when one of your blue Tamers becomes suspended, you unsuspend him, and then when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, you gain a memory. So that's just, being able to swing, unsuspend a few times during a turn is a really good way of just, taking out an opponent's security stack, just no issues. Moving on into options. I play the one of Ice Wall. Ice Wall is really, really good. And then with the UlforceVeedramon Zero's effect to recycle those non-digi-egg cards, you can actually end up taking this back from your trash back into your deck to potentially, cycle through to get it again. Then I play 2 of V-Nova Blast. This is a card from way back in BT1. He's a 2 cost, and then one of your Digimon gets jamming for the turn. That just comes in really handy, especially if you combine that with the OG UlforceVeedramon, because you're getting, ideally you'll be getting a couple, 2 or 3 swings in, and then if everything you're swinging at has jamming, then you're pretty much all set. You just have to hope that you don't hit Gaia Force or some other kind of crazy option. And then I play 2 of the blue memory boosts. This is the just the basic reveal the top 4, add a blue Digimon card, and then he's got the delay to gain 2 memory. That comes in really handy. And then I play 2 of the V-Wing Blade from the structure deck. This is for 6 cost. Return one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon to their hand and trash all of the sources under it. This comes up quite a bit, and it's really nice, if you're going up against hybrid stuff and your opponent's gone up to like, let's say Jet Sylphimon or something like that, you'll bounce the Jet Sylphy back to their hand, and then you're getting rid of a Tamer and a bunch of hybrid stuff under it. So it's also a good way of, just getting rid of like X antibody stuff. You know, they got a real big stack under an Alphamon or something like that, and you just, boom, there goes your whole stack. So that comes in quite a bit too. Moving into the Tamers, I play 4 of the Arena. Her deal is when you play her, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You can add 1 Digimon with V in its name from among them. So that is everything except Lobomon and Dracomon you can grab, because everything else has V in its name. And then during your turn, when one of your blue Digimon attacks, you can suspend her to give it an extra 1,000 for the turn. So, you know, you will swing with OG Ulforce, suspend her, unsuspend the Ulforce, so you're getting an extra 1,000, you're getting that extra memory, and then you're able to swing again. And then to round out the Tamers, I just play 2 of Davis. He's a memory setter, and then he's got an on-play of reveal the top 3 cards, add a blue Digimon and a green Digimon from among them to your hand. He's just a good, solid, you know, throw down, grab pieces, and memory settings, never a bad thing. So, like I said, this is just something I've been messing around with. I haven't ironed out all of the kinks yet. You know, one thing I've noticed is it can be a little challenging at times to be sitting at that 8-card hand just to be triggering off some of the inheritables, but I've had pretty decent success with it so far. I've not been completely blown out of the water by anything. It's got a fairly decent matchup against stuff. I've gone up against X Antibody and Red Hybrid and stuff like that and done fairly well with it. You know, I wouldn't recommend taking it to a tournament because you're not gonna, you know, make top cut with it, I don't think. But I think it's a good, fun little deck, and it's Ulforce. Who doesn't like Ulforce? So, if you guys got any comments, questions, or recommendations for me as I'm tinkering with this, leave them down below, and who knows, maybe something will click and I'll come up with a way to break the deck, and I'll let you guys know if that happens. So, have a good one. See you next time.